compared to the last time. It's super hot in this house or this shop at the moment. I'm also doing something on the phone. Sorry for that. I tried to get something uploaded to YouTube, but it does not work, it seems, yet. So I need to fix that. But how you that? Oh my god, I sound like Grievous. How you guys doing? Thanks if you're tuning in, and we're gonna talk about some. Everybody, welcome back to the Rebelchumptv channel. We're back. We're gonna talk about some lightsaber commissions and private tests. It's called this video test, and we're gonna hopefully get this done. But I got some sabers I want to talk to you guys about. Let me get a drink really fast because it's super hot here, as I said. That's my secret energy drink. I only can drink this at my work. Wife does not allow me to drink energy drink, so I adhere to it. But when she's not around, then of course I have some drink. Moin. I just did an unboxing. What's up, man? I tried to send you my setup again, or unboxed this one already. I just simply did not show it yet because YouTube is doing something annoying to me at the moment. I tried to upload it, but it doesn't work. Nice, good to hear. I hope the internet is not as bad as last time. I still feel the new internet we have isn't very good. It's still laggy. But we just have to try it out, and I might have to upgrade the internet to faster speed. Yeah. Ooh, it's dropping. It's dropping the connection. I still see it's laggy. Well, let's see. We give it a try. If this internet still is too slow, then I have to call my my mom and ask, hey, if I pay some money, can we upgrade the internet? Because we don't have laggy. Yeah, it looks laggy. So I don't want to have a laggy connection. But anyway, to the point. Hopefully this live stream will come through good. Otherwise, it will be gone from the YouTube channel after that. But I got the one replica's how you call this? The arena saber. So Call from KR Sabers recently posted on his one of his Facebook pages. Hey, listen, guys, there's a discount from one replicas to get this hilt from them for 45% off, or almost 50% off discount. So I immediately jumped on it, got it myself, and I'm super stoked with it because it has some really unique features to this hilt. First of all, it looks amazing. Definitely a prequel movie hilt. These switches are actually functional, so you can wire them up and have functional switches, which I'm gonna do, which is fantastic because I like switches that are just part of the lightsaber. They may be greeblies, they may be a control box or anything like that. I just don't like the AV switches so much. So where I can have hills that don't have them, they're perfect. I definitely prefer those. Looks really good. I got it to me within a week after I purchased it. I'm still waiting for secondhand lightsabers. Well over 2 weeks that I bought from people from the various Facebook groups in the US. I'm a bit bummed out by it. Some of it already came true. So like this Graflax kit, 2.1 kit by one of the sellers on I think the Vault. Very nice kit, still mint condition. Gonna install this with NeoPixel. The clan saber that just showed will have a NeoPixel setup, and this hilt as well, which is the KR Saber's flagship. So I'm still waiting for some hilts. I'm still waiting for the Saber Force Dooku with the Corband 2.0 crossguard saber. Then we're waiting for the DV6 by Corband. We're waiting for the which is quite slow, to be honest. The 7 chambers. Yeah. The 7 chambers. The 7 chambers hero, which I ordered several weeks ago, and it was supposedly be shipped out and send out that hero lightsaber. So I'm not very impressed so far with the shipping and the communication of 7 chambers, to be honest. So yeah, we'll have to see, guys. I don't know. I will have to reach out to 7 chambers again and see what's going on with my my order. And then I also ordered the Mistress V lightsaber by I think it's what those junkyards. I always mix up. One of those saber companies. Really excited for that. I see some comments from you guys. Maybe leak the Dueler V2 Profi will come very soon. I need to get the green light from the man himself, Aaron Lin. Once he gives the green light, I will be posting that. I think you're gonna really like that. Totally understand why you will be excited for it, because there will be something really nice. Besides, of course, the hilt, and it's a Profi board with NeoPixel, but there's something really nice about the whole package. But that come in due time. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I did totally understand your hyped for that saber. Rich says I picked up the K4 for $125 from from the custom saber shells sales. Yeah, so I also looked at the sales, and unfortunately for me, the problem would be the shipping cost. They charge around 50. Sorry, this cough is so annoying. They charged around 40 to 50 US dollar for shipping cost, and it was just way too high for me. That's way too high for me. So unfortunately, I had to pass on that deal. But I'm looking now on the various Facebook groups, because this one, I believe I purchased this one for 125 US dollar or 130 US dollar, something in that line, and there was like 20 US dollar shipping or something. So overall, the whole package was like. Excuse me. The whole package overall was around 150 US dollar, and that is for me manageable, because I'm gonna put these up for sale, and I'm not gonna make a profit on these hilts that I will be installing and selling. But if I buy them for a really high price and try to sell them without losing money, I would be have a very hard time selling those lightsabers at the price point that includes all the parts, etc. So yeah. Oh, really nice. Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe next time I can use like somebody like yourself in the US as a proxy person that can help to buy hilts for other people in Europe or something like that, or Asia, and then send it to them, and then they pay you a little bit of money, of course, for the for the service. But that would be great. Yeah. Oh, it's so hot as hell as we're here too. Sorry guys, it's super hot here, like insanely hot. It's an attic, and the sun was up all day long. And it's funny, I just come from Hong Kong, and I'm complaining about hot weather here. It's crazy. Anyway, oh, here's the wife. Hello. I'm doing a live stream. How you doing? Okay, bye. Bye. That was my wife. The reason why I called her was she got bored in Oh gosh, it's still not working? Come on. Oh, it's working. Yes, it's working. So she was bored, and she went out to explore my village on herself by walking around, and with my son to buy ice cream, but she doesn't know the location so well. So I was a little bit worried about she maybe get lost or something. Oh, I managed to get the video done, so I'm gonna upload this video, which is basically the unboxing of this really cool lightsaber. So I'm gonna go into this lightsaber a little bit more in a second. Give me a second. It's extremely hot here. Maybe I have to open a window or something. Whew, sweating my balls off. Let me see. Was it one replicas? One replica saber. one replicas. No. Arena saber unboxing. Okay, so here we go. Boom. That's how we do it, directly from the phone. So I really have to get a new phone. This iPhone 6 Plus is is getting really old and start to work against me for videos and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, sure. You mean so for example, that was the funny thing. This hilt was from Spain. The one replica's hilt came from Spain. So let me see. I have a list here where I'm still updating it, but it gives you an idea from how much cost it will be. Give me a second. I do this behind the scenes. Sorry, I'm coughing like crazy. Now I have to say I'm also start to smoke a bit of weed since I'm back in Holland, because I just didn't smoke weed for a long time, and I'm not gonna advocate using drugs here on this YouTube channel, but it might have contributed to the fact that I have this really annoying coughing at the moment, and it's probably a sign for me to not smoke any garbage like that. But anyway, I really sound like General Grievous. So let me see. I can show you guys this. Let me see. To make this smaller. So this is a list that will be shared publicly with everybody that's interested in it. This will be my lightsaber. Um, oh, the dueler. Sorry, the dueler. Okay, no worries, no worries. Let me try to give a snippet about that in a second. Um, so just regardless. So this is the list of all the builds that I'm gonna build myself and all the parts that will be included in the build. So excuse me, I keep burping. Um, this one replica's hilt, which I can now mark in bold. That means I received it. Let me see how I can do that. It's bold. So this cost me 120 US dollar. I think I need to double check if that includes my shipping, etc. Because of course I'm gonna try not to make any loss on doing the installs. That will be making no sense. I'm not making a profit, but I don't want to lose money. So it will be installed with KR NeoPixel setup, roughly 15 US dollar for that. The KR Sabers virtual soundboard will be roughly 50 bucks. I need to check if they have an eco chassis for it by KR Sabers, which is roughly 24 US dollar. Battery will be not included because that's for shipping purposes. It makes it easier to ship lightsabers overseas. 2.1 millimeter plug, etc. So blah blah blah. The bottom line would be 200 as it stands now. This hilt here with Profi board, with the KR Sabers Verso soundboard and NeoPixel blade setup without the blade, of course, will be 225 US dollar. That includes everything minus the shipping cost. So for 225 US dollar, you can then or anybody that's interested in getting this clan saber or arena saber fully installed with NeoPixel setup for 225 US dollar. Now I'm gonna do that openly and transparently so everybody can see the prices and what the breakdown is for these prices. Where do I come from? Why I come up with 225 US dollar? Everything will be shown and broken down. It's including my shipping costs, the tax cost for me, all the different pieces and their individual shipping costs. So everything will be translated back, and I will try to buy bulk as much as possible to keep the prices low as possible. But for the most case, people will come with their own stuff for the commissions. Well, I fixed the chat for a moment. Sorry, sometimes happen that the chat screen is all messed up. So eventually it can be even cheaper if you do a commission with me and you provide all your own electronics, and that's on the long term, not on the short term, because we're long away from me doing the actual commissions from people yet, right? So I don't want to walk too much ahead of myself. No show again, please. Profi board. Oh no. A Profi board is the Profi board. Just retail prices, guys. Everything will be retail prices. So I can show you again. These are all retail prices. All the prices that you and me pay for when you go to KR Saber's website or the Custom Saber Shop website or like Shamim. All these costs, they're the standard cost. There's nothing crazy about it. So I bought these tactile switches from Shamim, including the shipping cost and the PayPal fee that I had to pay to get them shipped here. Make them each 18 US dollar, and then I will translate back in the overall cost and the total cost when I put it up for sale. So that's how I do it. But there's no special prices or anything for me because I maybe over time, if I do more builds, I'm able to get discounts from the different companies, and then lower the sell cost even further, which I hope I can do. But these are the lightsabers that I purchase. So I buy these lightsabers mostly second hand, minus a few and then this will be the price including shipping and paintball fees shipped to me. So for example, this flagship KR Sabers with shipping etc cost me 96 US dollar. That is the price that will be included in the total price for whoever's going to buy the final product. um, so that is how I calculate. And if it's a discounted hilt, then people can buy it at the discounted rate of that hilt. If it's a second-hand hilt, of course I will make a note of that. Like, I got this crossbar cost guard, I bought it second-hand for $85 with shipping and PayPal fees, comes on to $105 including all of that. So I will tell, that's why the price will be low. So that's how I do it. I don't understand. So I pay you as an example $300 and you build me a saber, or do I need to shop all of this? Okay, so everything that I just showed, this is the builds that I do. So this is all coming from my own pocket. This is because I going to start to do the lightsaber builds. I'm not starting with anybody's lightsaber yet. I'm not doing your commission yet or anybody's commission. These are commissions I do myself. This is for me. I do all these installs. If I mess it up, it's my hilt. I purchase this hilt. I purchase the soundboard. If I mess it up, it's nobody's fault. It's nobody lose any money. Nobody will be I don't know, whatever. If all the installs are good, but every install I do, I will go to the different forums, Facebook groups that are specialized in basically reviewing saber installers work. So I'll show these guys, hey, I did an install, this is how it looks like, is it good or not? If they say it's good, it's a pass, that build will be up for sale. I will sell it, and only for the cost of the parts etc and all the stuff that I spent my money on shipping etc, that's it. No, nothing else, that's it. So that is how I'm gonna do it. Now your question is, on the long run, once I go to the whole list of like 15 to 20 lightsaber builds to build up a portfolio, because I need to start with something, right? I need to show something to you guys. So once that is done, let's say 15 to 20 lightsabers, then I can start taking commissions from you guys. Basically what you do is, when you feel comfortable to go ahead with me for a commission, you can either purchase purchase all the parts. For example, you want to have a Graflex. You want to have a Ray Graflex from The Force Awakens with the glass eye, etc. This is the ESB version basically. So you want to have a different variant. Then you purchase the hilt. You purchase all the electronics, the soundboard, the LED, if you want to have like an in-hilt Tricree setup or NeoPixel setup, whatever you want, I will go through it. We go through it by email. I will guide you through the whole process of all the parts that you need to order and all the parts that I will provide. And those will be, for example, the wires that are installed, the resistors, the shrink tape, the heat shrink, and all that stuff. I will showcase that to you guys so you have a very clear understanding what I will be providing and what I won't be providing. But most of the parts, it's coming from you, and it doesn't matter how long you're gonna take over it. So if you say, I want to have this build with NeoPixel and I want to have the Plector Labs Crystal Focus X, but I'm currently, I don't have $500-600 US to buy all the different parts, then it doesn't matter. You can take 1 year, 2 year. It doesn't matter how long you want to take to assemble all those parts, because the only thing that we have, you and me, for me, I will just do the installation. I will do the physical installation of all the parts that you have and all the electronics and make that into a final product and ship it back. So you can see me as a mechanic. I just do the mechanic part. But it's up to you to buy the car. So you buy the car and I guide you through the whole process. And if you say after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, because you need to wait on parts, right? If you want to have a Saberforce lightsaber hilt, you need to wait maybe 2-3 months to get it. So because of that, because of those lead times, after 2-3 months, let's say my calendar is full, I don't have time for you this month or that particular month, then you can decide to send it to another saber installer. Or maybe I'm so full, that would be crazy. Knock on wood. I'm so fully booked with commissions for the coming 3 months, and you want to have it next week, then you can send it to Shamim if he has a spot, or RVG Sabers, or any other Sabers company. All the parts, all the stuff is still with you. You still own the hilt. You still own all the electronics. It's yours. It's not me. I don't have it. You don't have to wait for me. So you have that. They have that freedom. The only thing what you have to do is when you have all the parts, and you send an email to me with the pictures of all the parts that we discussed, and I'm gonna check it for you, and I say, okay, it's good to go. We can do the commission. This is a free spot on my calendar. Let's say let's say August 20th. On that day, I have a free spot to work on your commission. You decide if you want to go ahead or not. Then you only have to pay the quoted time that I'm going to spend on it. Let's say I need 2 hours for your build, and I say I quote you for 2 hours work hours basically, and that's it. That's maybe $50 maybe $100 max. That's it. That's all the cost between you and me that you will have to pay in advance to me. $50 to $100. So the whole financial risk that you have is super tiny. Well, super small to $50 to $100. The shipping you will pay yourself, because I'm not gonna do the shipping for you. I ship it, of course, but I let you decide what kind of shipping you want, because shipping can be very, very expensive, and it also depends on, do you want to have tracking? Do you need insurance? If yes, how high you want to have the insurance? I leave that up to the person I do the commission with. And a lot of people like myself, I live in Europe, so I live in Holland. We pay 21% VAT. So I can actually declare on the package it's a 21 euro package. Now I know it's of course to fool the border patrol, etc., the border security, to basically not get a tax slap, because I bought this one, and the person that sent it to me from the US declared it as $100 value, and I had to pay 35 euros extra for the import tax. So I can help with that to mitigate those costs as well. But of course, at the risk of the buyer. That will be at the buyer's risk, of course, because I cannot be taking responsibility for that, because it's a choice of the buyer to do that or not. I can, of course, I will do a recommendation by saying do this or this and this, but you can choose. So I give that leverage there. It's not unheard. A lot of sabersmiths have do that as well. Not all of them, and not always, but they do have certain arrangements. If you want to have it lower declared, or you have want to have it shipped cheaply, there's options for that. So I leave that flexibility as well by the buyer. But the whole reason why I'm doing it is the continuous scams. People just fall through. I can fall through. I'm a person like anybody else. I can get sick, I can die, I can divorce, I can have anything in my life happening, and that would basically cause issues with your lightsaber commissions or anything. But what I will do now is to mitigate that is I just have a very clear time frame. That is the window, that's the schedule. In that time frame we can schedule in a lightsaber commission. You send all the parts, etc. and all the stuff, and I do the commission in 1 day, 2 days, send it back, and then there's a lead time of max 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks, depends on what kind of shipping you choose and how fast the shipping is and where you live. No worries. Take care. See you next time. So that's why I keep explaining this a bit, because I think it's really important that we need to do this as transparent and best as possible, and I think this way you mitigate the financial risk as much as possible, because there's always some financial risk, because you need to send your whole thing at some point. Your whole lightsaber will be somewhere, right? It has to go from you to me, and I, as an saber installer, like a lot of saber installers do, like Shamim, etc., they say you pay me $600, $700, $800 I'm gonna buy all the parts for you, and I'm gonna install it with your desired setup. So there can be a NeoPixel setup, whatever you want, customization, whatever you want, right? That is $600-$700 you have to pay up front, and then you have to wait for the lead times for all the parts to come in, and there might be delays. A lot of times there are delays from the custom saber shop, saber forts, whatever you ordered. Okay, then you have the delays, and then you get the communication issues because you cannot keep communicating with the user or the client. Oh, we're waiting for this part from the custom saber shop or anything. Because yeah, if you have 10 clients that have the same issues or delays or different parts, communication will be the only thing you can do then, because you are so busy communicating back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, you cannot concentrate on doing the commissions, and everything will run into a mess. And that happened a lot with these issues and scammers and whatnot. It just doesn't work very well, because they also have a full-time day job, they have kids like me, etc. It's just not working out that well. So that's why I'm very strong on the way of doing it in a non-conventional way of doing it my way, because I feel that would be the safest way for everybody, and at all times you can bail out to it. So as long as you didn't send all the parts and the hilt to me yet for doing the actual commission, you can bail out. There's no financial engagement, there's no commitment, nothing. There's nothing till you actually send all the parts to me, send the hilt to me, paid for the hours that I quoted to install it. That's it, and the shipping cost, of course. But that's it. That's it. And then you can see in the public shared calendar when I'm gonna do it, and you can see it on the live stream. I'm gonna sit here with your lightsaber and I'm gonna install it. You can see it, and then I'm gonna test it, show it to you, and ship it out the following day, and you have it within a week later or so, depending again where you live, etc. So very transparent, very open. I'm not making any money on any parts. I'm not making money on the hilt. I'm not making money on the parts inside. You get the latest and greatest because you are the one that order it. So you have the chance to get the latest soundboards. If you did a commission with me, and you would be on a waiting list for half a year for a Nano Biscotti version 4, and the new Nano Biscotti version 10 comes out. Well, a lot of sabersmiths say, I'm sorry, I already purchased the Nano Biscotti 4 for you. Too late now, we cannot upgrade the soundboard. That's not going to happen because it's in your full control. You also know exactly how long everything is going to take before you arrives at your house. If there's delay with the hilt or whatever, you know exactly what's going on. That's why. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Jimmy? How you doing? Did you eat ice cream with Mama? Did you find it? Did you find it, Jim? Sorry, guys. My oldest son is on my wife's computer. I think the grandma is also looking. The whole family is looking from their home. That's nice. So yeah, guys. So that is how I do it, and I just gonna keep preaching and preaching on that. I'm sorry for doing that, but it's going bad so often. I'm now also looking through some posts on Facebook called the maybe I can show you guys. It's called the Saber Service Reviews. This is a Facebook group giving shout outs or calling out lightsaber installs by sabersmiths, and same as the official lightsaber call out and review group. And I'm reading very carefully there and learning a lot from there. Because what keeps coming back, what I see what keeps coming back is communication. Communication goes shit every time. And that's why I'm going to work with a very tight schedule for my communication. You can see when I'm going to send emails, because I'm not on my phone 24/7. I am not. I'm going to have a full-time job, and I'm going to focus on the full-time job because that is going to feed my family. Then I'm not going to play my phone. I'm not going to respond to emails. I have very clear time frames when I'm going to respond to emails, so everybody knows when the communication windows are. And also when I'm going to do everything on live stream, so I will be there the whole time. I can answer questions, I can help you, I can be there. So that's going to help tremendously as well. And being transparent with the public calendar, you can see which commission is coming up for what kind of saber setup. All the saber setups, all the commissions that I'm going to do. Nice. all the saber commissions that I'm gonna do are gonna be documented. So this will, for example, be saber install number 5. It will have all these electronics in there. This is the link to the live stream. It's installed by me on this and this date. It's just gonna be, jeez, it's gonna be a open workspace. I want to be completely open, and if I make mistakes, I admit making those mistakes, and I write them with mistakes because I need to, because I need to treat it as serious as possible, and I'm gonna just do it differently. This is how I feel. This is the best way to do it, and I still stick with that. And there will be a lot of people will look behind my neck the whole time. There will be eyes behind me constantly anyway, looking every step I do, going into this space of custom lightsaber building, because a lot of people might not like the fact that I'm getting into it, because Insta Smiths and all that stuff, and rightfully, of course. So I need to do it right, okay? And that's why I'm doing it in this way, and just say, guys, just check it out. It's all open there. You can see the prices, you can see everything. I just couldn't show it all. I'm not gonna make try to make money on saber parts or the saber stuff. I just try to earn back my time by asking a fee for the invested time that I'm sitting here, because it allows me to get more sabers for reviews as well. And I think that is more than fair, and I don't think that's unreasonable to ask, because that's also a bit of the reason why I'm doing this. So it allows me to make more lightsaber reviews and blah 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 blah. Hey, what's up, Martin? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So was talking a bit about the whole lightsaber stuff. So now we spent a bit on time on that. Let's see. So this is the official lightsaber call out and review group. I'm just gonna show you guys, so you know why I'm like this. Why I'm so why I'm doing this. So here we go. So this is the official lightsaber call out and review group, and yeah, people come here with all kinds of call outs for saber smiths or saber companies that just cause issues or are not doing their job correctly, etc. This particular one is about Vapad Saber Armory. You say it's a scam artist 2 years ago. Blah 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 blah. So a lot of these guys, like myself, getting into this space, and some some of them try to make money out of everything, and they try to make a business out of it. I'm not trying to make a business out of it. I just try to run it as a business, because I want to take it seriously, because I'm also presenting the Rebel Chumps YouTube channel where I do lightsaber reviews, etc. So I better not fuck it up. Whew. And it's just what happened is guys like this, they're still studying, they have a full-time job. It's just hard to combine that, and it's exhausting. It's a job, and it things like communication go through. So that's why I'm gonna work with a very strict rule on communication, and I'm not gonna reply to any. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna reply to any commission questions on Facebook. I'm not doing it. Facebook, not gonna do it. Same for YouTube. It's not the right platform. It's only the email that I'm gonna use for the email for the communication on commissions. That's just the only way. And of course, if I'm on the live stream and you caught me for some questions, yeah, I can directly respond those. Of course. I'm also considering maybe getting a phone, like a Skype phone number or something, so people can call me, but I don't want to be distracted when I actually do the install. So I'm still thinking how I want to do that, because I want to give the people a face-to-face communication, like this now on the live stream, etc. Make it as personal as possible. Build up the relationship, fully understand what people want, and then work it out from there. Will you make weathering or some custom changes to hilts? Yeah. So the idea is over time. Once I did all these saber installations myself, one by one, installing all of them, getting the approval from the community, and then you have to think out about the big names. For example, people in these groups, especially in these groups, just say, hey guys, I'm be ready for my ass to be raped, because these guys might really, uh, you know, give me an extra butthole, because these guys might not be happy with the fact that I'm getting into this space, which it's just it's just how it goes, right? So I need to be ready for harsh criticism, etc. And then you show here, I installed this hilt with this electronics. Give me some feedback, guys. Is it shit? Is it good? Let me know. How was the communication and whatever. So I'm gonna do that. Open honesty. Let people just say what they want, and I listen to the criticism and learn from that. So before these lightsabers will be up for sale, they will go through that whole yeah, how you call that, fire peloton, like where you're standing in front of an army with guns aimed at you, and they're gonna shoot you to execute you. And I'm just gonna stand there and let people shoot at me till my work doesn't have anything to shoot at. So basically, and then I'm gonna be they're gonna be on the market so people can buy them. That would be the fair thing to do, and then no cost to make profits, just the parts, just the costs for me that I made to make these hills to the best of my extent and to the standards of the community. That's what I want to do, and then later take the commissions. So but this group is very good. People do have a lot of comments about Sabersmith, Saber Company. So if you're doing a commission with anybody, you always can check out this group. I think it was it this group or was it the other group? There was one of these two groups. Ah, it's this one. I don't want to disrespect the admin, but one of the admins, he also put his own name in the approved lightsaber Smith list, and there was a blacklist as well. Is it this group? Or maybe not this group, but what's his name again? Oh, here, yeah, here we go. So, good and bad list. I don't want to be on the bad list, but it's kind of funny. This guy here, David, he put himself on the good list. He's the admin of this group. So, yeah. Can work. Yeah, that's why I say something about these groups. No, again, I don't want to disrespect this guy. He's a nice guy, but this happens sometimes with these groups, right? The Facebook groups, like the lightsaber club group. I as an admin, I can dictate the rules, who's good and who's bad, of course. So that's a little bit the thing what I have with these groups. But honestly, they have some really good constructive feedback here. So I'm definitely gonna let myself go through the paces with these guys, if they're willing to, and just say, hey guys, give it to me, burn me, tell me what's wrong, how can I learn from that. And the sole reason why I'm doing that is because I'm that weird PewDiePie wannabe guy from YouTube that do lightsaber reviews, and yeah, I just have to go through those paces where other people don't have to. But it was my choice to be on YouTube and try to make a lot of videos. So that's to be fair. And I definitely, I definitely also had my things like my YouTube name, my Facebook name was always different because I really want to keep my privacy. But I just came to the realization when these guys spoke to me, say, hey, it doesn't yield a lot of trust if you don't use your real name when you try to run a business like this. And it made me think, and it's like, yeah, shit, do I want to be anonymous, or do I want to run a business to the best extent and be really transparent? So that's here we are now, my real name on Facebook. I'm not happy with it, but it's in the for the greater good. So I'm definitely learning my way through the ropes, and sometimes it's with falling and standing, and you guys have to understand that I'm a person, and I will make mistakes from time to time, and it just happens. Everybody does, and I'm not gonna try to hide them or anything. Or it just happens. So anyway, Martin says, I have a Silver Sentinel V4. Just boring. So maybe at one time I want to make it more custom. Oh, if you're gonna do that, I recommend get a Dremel and alloy black, like they use for gun smithing, to give the guns more like a worn look to them, and start playing with those options to weather them, or maybe powder coat it. Powder coating is also not a very difficult process. You can do it just with your own oven at home. Just never use it for baking bread anymore, because you might die of the the paint stuff, but you can go nuts with it. I would definitely go. I would like those kind of canvas hilts would be perfect for me as well over time, because to make like damage on them with a crystal review chamber shining through, or light shining through, really cool stuff you can do with it. Um, Actually, now I got this one replicas arena saber. I'm actually thinking about getting their stunt hilts. They having really affordable stunt hilts. The Luke Skywalker Graflex hilt, and I believe another hilt, and they are one piece hilts, and they're roughly the same price as an Ultra Sabers, but they have way more details in them. They really look very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna check those out for doing that kind of stuff. But customization will come, but it's something that has to grow. It has to grow, guys. So I'm gonna start with doing the actual builds, and I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty as soon as possible. NeoPixel setup, because that's the way to go. That's just the way to go. I'm gonna mainly focus on NeoPixel setups with budget soundboards, so the KR Verso soundboards, the Profi soundboards, and of course the new CFX soundboard by Plector Labs, because $85 is really not expensive for such a high-end soundboard. And it will be the simpler builds first. There won't be no crystal reviews or anything crazy. This is the standard builds. Getting the new Pixel lightsabers in people's hands for a very affordable price and a very good install. No shitty, shoddy, poopy, fast, rust install jobs. No, just good, graded installs. Just like, for example, Vader's Fall does them, etc. Just good stuff. No cutting corners, because there's no room for error in that kind of way for me in this community. So yeah. Um, I don't know. I mean, you don't have to pump in a lot of money. Just have a really cheap stunt setup, for example. I would definitely try to keep it, and then one day it's like you're super bored, and then just start playing with it, and over time add some more stuff and keep doing it and keep doing it. Um, yeah, exactly. I'm in the EU, so that's gonna also help because there's not many installers in Europe. So being one of the installers in Europe, future installers in Europe, is gonna help as well. So I'm not really competing in the market in the US with those installers there. So I think that's also fair, because it's already very crowded in the Saber community and the Saber installer space in the US. There's so many installers there. It's crazy, and that's why I have websites or Facebook groups like this, where they talk about all these different Saber smiths and installers, mainly based in the US, where yeah, there's good and negative comments, and yeah. Nonetheless, it might be interested for you guys to check it out. If you have something on order with one of these Saber installers, the Saber Smiths, they might have something that give you insight about the current affairs of state of those installs. Nope, not yet. I'm gonna start very soon. I actually just invested a whole bunch of money. I just bought for 250 US dollar. Jeez. Sorry. I just bought for 250 US dollar worth of 30 gauge PFTE military spec wires that I'm gonna use in my installs in all colors, like 8 different colors. I'm gonna mainly focus on the just the high grade wiring, military grade wires, thin gauges, 30 gauge, because I want to make intrigued designs. I want to make intrigued because all my hilts installs will be with a chassis, etc. So I want to use nice proper wires, and whew, um, yeah, I'm actually honestly, guys, I'm honestly surprised by how expensive it is to actually start building lightsabers in a proper way. And I'm not talking about just getting a $5-10 soldering iron, which can be completely fine at some cases, but just getting all the nitty bitty, all the bits and pieces you need to build the lightsabers, like the vibes that I have here, the everything. It's a lot of money actually that goes in. I think I'm already in. well over 500-600 euro, which is around 750 800 US dollar. And I'm not even starting to build yet, because I still need soldering, a soldering tin, flux. um, I need to have shrink wires, etc. I don't have those now. I need a few snippers to snip the wires and strip them, so I still need those, and then I have everything and I'm ready to start. But you even before I'm even considering doing all this stuff, I want to have everything ready. I want to have everything ready to go. Like, I want to have all the proper stuff here. I don't want to start on the build and then realize, like, oh, I should have bought this, or should I have I don't have this, and then the errors come in place, because then I will use things that are not meant as a tool, or not meant to do it this way. And it's crazy. You want to do it like your full-time job. Yeah, just like I've done in IT for the last 16 years. I want to be very strict and organized, and just run it as a business, and just do it the proper way. And yeah, just show that I am capable of doing it, and maintain it. So that's going to be very important for me. I don't want to mess up. So that's why I'm a bit slow, guys. I'm a bit slow before I start doing the installs, because I just want to have everything. I don't want to sit here and realizing, oh, I should have bought this or that. Now I have to install the hilt like this and that, and it's gonna frustrate me, and I'm not gonna enjoy the building process. And when I'm not enjoying it, I'm not gonna like it, and that's what I want to avoid. So that's why I want to prepare everything. I want to get all the stuff I need, buy it in bulk, have as much of it laying around, so I'm not running out of it any soon. So that's why I buy these big spools of all these 30 gauge wires and whatnot. And I still need to get some other gauge of wires, 28 gauge and maybe 32 gauge wires for some other applications. I just want to be well prepared. That's the bottom line. um Martin says, so for now only installs, but after some time you will have plans for weathering and custom hilts. Yeah. So over time, I will slowly but maturely will get into first the alloy weathering, aluminum black weathering, because that is relatively um, relatively okay to pick up to start with. And there's some really good tutorials out there. Sorry, from Jordan O'Gene from So-Called Sabers about that. And it's a very, very elaborate way how he explains how to do the weathering. So I'm very excited that I have that information now, and I will cherish that, and I will apply that for the future weathering jobs that I will do. And I'll first start, of course, on blank canvas tests, hilts, or whatever before I do anybody's commissions, and then later with the Dremel, um, shattering, weathering, whatever, and then maybe also powder coating over time. But hey, let's not walk too far ahead of ourselves. Let's first start building lightsabers. Um, yeah, thank you, Isaac. I try to do it as good as possible, because I really want to be ahead of the crowd with the pitchfork, and just do it good from the get go. And just being so long in the community myself, and being part of the hobby and enjoying the hobby for so long, and still around, that I feel like, yeah, I wanna now we're venturing in this, and we're gonna do it the proper way. We're not gonna half-ass it. We're not gonna we're not gonna walk the edges around it. We're gonna do good. We're just gonna do it the proper way. Showcase that I know this stuff. Well, I know. I shouldn't say that. I'm in the hobby of lightsaber collecting for a long time now, or several years now, and on YouTube, and it's a natural progression to get into the building process myself, and it allows me to make more YouTube content, have more lightsaber reviews, etc., and showcase and share that. And maybe over time, again, walking really ahead of myself, I will be, if I get this really good, well done, and everybody is interested, pleased with it, with the quality, etc. I want to get into, and this sound maybe sacrilegious to some of you guys, but I want to do some prop building for Star Trek builds as well, like phasers and those scanners and stuff like that. I do have a weakness for Star Trek, so it's always going to be there. and I would like to expand that then, and catch some of that Star Trek stuff as well, and install FX soundboards into like phasers and stuff like that. That would be very interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I just like that. Anyway, um, I guess now everybody's running away from the chat. Uh, it's easy. Get good black flat paint, add paint, and then immediately wipe it off. Paint thinner cloth, and you can't really make a mistake. um, oh, how about etching? A battle scarred and etching. Yeah, relic weathering. I'm not so sure. Personally, I can do it maybe um if I if I can get that done properly, because that's a different method of doing stuff. I will get into weathering because I'm gonna do a lot of Bandai Star Wars model kits building, which also gonna happen very soon on this channel. Don't worry about it. I got like 60, 70 Bandai model kits coming my way, and we're gonna build them all and review them all. And there's a lot of weathering involved, but this is a different type of weathering, so I don't know if that's gonna match up. But battle scarred, yeah, that will be with the Dremel. Etching, no etching. I don't think I will have it in me, and I don't feel it. I don't feel it. There's two way of etching. I feel the one that are doing it freehand, they come with their own designs, and the ones that just copy pictures from the internet and use those as stencils. No offense, but I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of those stencil etches. So I don't know yet, but I don't feel it. I don't feel the etching at the moment. There's some real cool etching out there. For example, from Kaizen Sabers, I think he does a really great job with his etching jobs on the hilts. But etching in general, I see some etching people that are dedicated to etching on lightsabers, and some of them I feel like they're just using stencils from the internet, and they stick them together to make like a different pattern, and I feel like I don't like it. It's not, you're not an artist in that way. You're not drawing it yourself. It's just stuff from the internet you push together and then etched it out. So I don't know. I'm sorry I say that, but I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Again, I'm in. Nice, good. Which one is your favorite series, by the way? For me, it's I think Voyager. Voyager, I really like Voyager for some reason, and of course Deep Space Nine. I do have to say I like the new series as well at the moment. I'm now at season 12, season 2, episode 12, or yeah, I'm gonna start on episode 12, which is the last one for this season. Excited to see how that's gonna unravel. Full Bandai kits videos or building both. So I'm gonna review the kits themselves in the box, and then I'm gonna do the whole build process online during live streams as well. And later on, the idea is to do commissions for Bandai model kits as well. So, because I don't expect to do a lot of lightsaber buildings, to be honest. If I get 1-2 per month, that would be fantastic. So I will fill up those time spaces with doing a whole bunch of model kit building, and hopefully commissions for people that want me to build their lightsaber commission, or a Bandai model kit commission with the weathering, installing the the LED lights, etc. No, there's also again soldering, installing electronics. So yeah, it's 1+1. It really comes together. So that's why I say when it's really gonna take off, I can venture hopefully more into other parts of the whole sci-fi movie prop installation stuff thing, and that logical next step for me would be Star Trek, because I really enjoy that. So anyway, super hot here. I'm gonna almost end the live stream. I'm gonna clean up some stuff here. I'm gonna watch back the live stream, how the internet was. It looks a bit choppy, but it might be just OBS, the streaming software that I use, because I use quite a bit of RAM memory at the moment on my computer, so it might be that, or the internet is still a bit shit here, and I will have to watch that back on the live stream. So I'm gonna do that in a short moment. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for taking your time to look at it, and we'll be back hopefully tomorrow with more unboxing videos for more lightsabers, because I'm still waiting for them. Still a whole bunch of lightsabers we still don't have here on the table. So anyway, yeah, I will let you know, Isaac. That would be fantastic. But please bear with me for a time. I first really have to put something on the table first. I need to build these sabers first and show them to people, because without that, the people will be very angry with me if I start doing commissions before I actually have shown anything on the table yet. So I need to work on on the on the portfolio, and it will come with all these lightsabers that I have in front of me and more lightsabers to come. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching all, and I see you in the next video. Take care, guys. See you. Bye bye. Have a great day, weekend. Okay, awesome. Take care. See you.